Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrines Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Albert Davis, and today's title is Conscious Community Truckers and the potential. What type of potential? Potential to do some serious crimes over the American national highways and things of that nature. And then the conscious community. Well, most of the truckers that I speak about are from the conscious community and has did some very despicable things in the conscious community to try to bring things about in the conscious community. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about Unseen Soldier. So we went from King Kush, Whack 100, and now we on Unseen Soldier, which is a big tie-in to the first two episodes. So this is part 3. Hopefully you got your pens and paper and ready for today's information. We're going to put the information on the screen here. Because people keep trying to come against me, but they won't have no information. They won't put up no information, no sources, no nothing, no witnesses, nothing. But it tends that the community goes with those type of people. Well, he ain't ready to debate. He ain't ready to do this. Everything they try to sell y'all that I'm not. I'm not none of the things they do to try to sell y'all. But if you want to buy that Brooklyn Bridge, go ahead and buy it. Title:
Conscious Community Truckers and the Potential for Habitual Line Crossing with Traffickers Part 3.
Habitual Line Crossing with Traffickers Part 3. Introduction, take y'all back to the first two. Hopefully y'all ready to backtrack, got your notes out and everything.
Welcome to episode 3 of my 5-part series titled The Conscious Community Truckers Online and subtitled Behind the Wheel, The Potential for Habitual Line Crossing with Illegal Traffickers.
With legal traffickers, government mules and things.
This episode titled Unseen Soldier the Trucker will be the bridge that ties episode 1 and episode 2 together, and for the new viewers I will give you all a brief recap so you can go watch the other episodes and see how I tie all these events together.
Give y'all a brief recap. I done put it into a podcast as well as a playlist. So y'all can go listen to this, the truckers and everything through the podcast and everything. We're going to keep it moving though.
In episode 1 we spoke of King Kush the trucker and how he was an individual who informed us online of who called the Federal Bureau of Investigation on YouTuber Hassan Campbell, and how his informing led to my call to the agents who were sent to Hassan Campbell following his attacks online on the minor children of YouTuber Kevin Gills.
So that's the significance of King Kush. We would have never known who called the feds because it wasn't Kevin Gills. It was Kevin Gill's baby mama. When her son Campbell attacked her children and said he was going to stick heavy manhood in their rear ends and stuff, or mouths and things of that nature. But the community, Unseen Soldier, nobody had nothing to say about that. Wasn't no uproar about that because it would still keep her son Campbell's name clean. But we need to get something on Israel Doctrine and dirty his name up.
In episode 2 we spoke of the business partner of the DJ K-Slay, none other than California gang Piru Blood Whack 100, the trucker who affiliated with Hassan Campbell, and the national known federal witness and informant Khalil Amani, as well as Tekashi 69.
So, The gang Pyru, the Pyru Bloods from Pacoma, Whack 100. He's a truck driver. He had ties with DJ K Slay and with Khalil Money and another informant, Tekashi 69. Everybody know Tekashi 69 story and everything. Why you think they came together? Their separation is Khalil Money. Khalil Money is a government informant. Tekashi 69 is a government informant. They put the two together. See how everyone amalgamating with each other? Nobody amalgamated with me, but everybody want to say they got something to say. Let me tell you about Carl. He did this, he did that. Where's your proof? From day one, you should come out with your proof saying, look, this is what he said. I'm going to play you what he said. And if I said it, I'll be like, oh, shit, I said it. And if I didn't, I'm going to say, you a motherfucking lie, nigga. Stop lying on me. And why was you back there spying and recording shit in the back chats? Because I was never alone. So where your witnesses at?
Episode 2 was a way to show our audience the connection to truckers in the conscious community and their ties to confidential human sources for the state and federal government, and how those individuals interfered with my movement online to find the whereabouts of an underage Spanish or Latino boy reported to have been statutorily sexually assaulted by Afrika Bambaataa of the Universal Zulu Nation in 2013.
So they dealing with confident human sources. Federal government people tried to stop my movement from day one. Just like the queen, like I'm confused and I don't understand and this and that and everything. I don't have no problem with her saying that. The sister get high. I used to get high. I know what it does to you. I have no problem with it. But these confidential, she ain't with confidential informant. She ain't with the government for as I know. For as I know, she don't run with these people. What these people in my past has done, though, is showed me that they run with government CIs, confidential informants, human sources that give them information from the Black community, from the Google Hangouts. I was in the Google Hangout. He used to hang out with this brother. They was back there talking about freeing America and liberation and all of this stuff. Yeah, we need to get them.
Now I am aware that many who saw episode 1 and episode 2 may have noticed that I never actually made the connection to the truckers and federal informants, and what I stated also involves Masons, Eastern Stars, Greek fraternities and sororities. This is the episode where we show the audience the unseen but heard things as we dissect our star of this episode, known online in YouTube streets as Unseen Soldier the Trucker.
So now we're going to start putting stuff together. I don't mind having cliffhangers in my episodes and this and that, but we're going to start putting it together. And the culprit that ties all of it together is Unseen Soldier. So once again, thank you for attacking me in Unseen and lying on me, because bearing false witness on a man only brings the terror that you tried to do to him up on you. I see how Khalil Lamoni loved your story and all of that. Yeah, you run with government informants.
Now Unseen Soldier is an obscure character in these YouTube streets. The Unseen Soldier lives up to his name on YouTube, as he is an individual who truly speaks without ever showing who he is visually on a camera or when he enters panels on my platform or others to my knowledge.
So, Unseen Soldier is truly an unseen soldier. But who is he soldiering for? Seem like he's a part of that Hebrew war machine and everything. If you ask me. So, who is Unseen Soldier? He tried to get deep into my movement and coach some girl that was supporting me and everything. So, you been seen? You done took a picture with the girl. Maybe, I don't know. You took a picture with her. Your face can easily be recognized now. And you will no longer be unseen with you. But am I going to go to those measures? Who knows? Y'all hear me as if I'm down and out crying about these lies against me? Hell no. But let's move on.
My meeting Unseen Soldier online began like most of my relationships formed over the years on YouTube, and when I say that I mean as a content creator, open my platforms to all who want to participate, and Unseen Soldier is someone who sought me out and entered into my sphere of influence on YouTube.
He entered into my sphere. You might not know what that is, but it's a particular term. He entered into my circle. He entered into my cipher. I was doing what I was doing. He seen me. He sought me out. But he never helped me with what I was about. He was around, but he never helped me. And as soon as he could, he turned into an enemy.
I have never recalled seeing the actual person we call the Unseen Soldier, but I will say that I over the years do believe that he is someone who can be identified as he had personal relations with a sister I know as Thuana Allen from the state of Texas.
You can be identified, homeboy. I never seen his face. I don't know how he look. I don't even know how he sound. And I know he had that Star David and all of that because he might be representing GD, some Chicago Hebrew Israelite gang. But he went and got with Thuana Allen. Thuana Allen knows how he look. Thuana Allen never come on my show. But I'm not even trying to really speak on Thuana Allen because Unseen Soldier may go kill her ass. That's how serious this shit is, y'all. He might just go kill her ass and still remain unseen.
Unseen Soldier is what we call a faceless YouTuber in these YouTube streets.
A faceless YouTuber in my YouTuber streets. The most dangerous type of YouTuber, a faceless one.
Faceless YouTuber is a term to denote someone who speaks online, but the general public never really gets an actual name or face to put with the voice.
Actual name or face to put with the voice. Now, as I state, I may have an opportunity to see his face, but I don't care to see his face or talk about him because I talked to him about some things. Admittedly, he came on my panel. He made some statements. I told him it was a lie. If you hear people playing audio and doing stuff on their channel, they don't play where I say you a lie. I can't recall that. Oh, you was sitting on the bed with some guy and y'all was watching porn. I had porn tapes all my life. Have I watched them with people? Did I have homosexual porn? Did I have lesbian porn? The only porn I ever watched was a man inserting his rod into a woman. White woman, black woman, whatever type of woman. Heterosexual sex tapes. Why would I have anything else? Do I gotta lie about it? Why would I lie? I come up here and told y'all every damn thing that pretty much in my life. Why would I have to lie? So if I never had if I never had homosexual porn or lesbian porn, what the hell was I watching? And heterosexual porn is not gonna get me to the. Have y'all ever heard me say I ever slept with a man? A man went in me or I went up in a man? See, they can't even come out here and try to tell those lies. They can try if they want to, but what good does it do? I'm a Bible man. I believe in the Bible. I believe you shouldn't have that type of sex. It's an abomination to the Lord God of Israel. What the hell would I have to do with any of that? But anyway.
Many who remember the old days in the YouTube streets can reference characters like Jobbing Bullets, who would act as a mercenary and attack platforms who would attack the conscious community rackets like the one brother Polite was pushing, and others who would speak out against the scamming would be attacked by Jobbing Bullets, the faceless YouTuber.
The faceless YouTube, Jobbing Bullets. But the conscious community, through Brother Polite, is known for racketeering and all of this stuff, getting money so you can go to Hollywood and you can dance with the stars. The conscious community been doing that stuff. Who was coming against it? Me. That's why I've always had these people around me and trying to stop what I was doing. Anytime I tried to come up against Polite, and then Michael Edwards said, Polite gonna blow your motherfucking head off. Oh yeah, why you feel that way? He gonna kill me? Oh, y'all threaten my life and shit. I'm supposed to be a bitch and run though, huh? I'm not a bitch. I don't run. You come to blow my head off, likely 9 out of 10, I'm gonna blow your motherfucking head off. But hey. Back to the paper. Let's talk.
For many years my platform was open to Unseen Soldier, who presented himself as a native of my home state of Chicago, Illinois, and yes, people, you guessed it, a CDL licensed truck driver who makes a living as a trucker and spends his downtime participating in chat rooms and on the panels of my platform and other YouTube content creators.
So, he was more like a hometown boy, state of Chicago, Illinois, but he had a CDL. And he had an issue with people online. He come to my platform, talk shit about him. I played the audio the other day where he was talking about the Masons and the Eastern Star and all these people that resides in the conscious community.
Unseen Soldier was claiming to be a Chicago, Illinois former gangland affiliate with a CDL licensing, traveling up and down the U.S. highways and doing community activist work online as a Bible-believing individual fighting for the liberation of the so-called Black community.
So he claimed to be fighting for the liberation of the Black community, but the only person that ever said anything truly about the liberation of the Black community was me. And when I spoke about the liberation of the Black community, I would say Pit Boss was around. He was about to liberate. That's what he said he was about. Though I was the one put the work in trying to liberate the Black community from Frankie Gary, Polite, the and Rock Squad, all these different peoples and stuff. As I said, I was trying to destroy that goddamn platform. It wasn't good for the community, right? So as I was trying to liberate, I had government agents around me, or fraternity brothers and sorority sisters, and all these different individuals from all these corrupt ass things that hated me. They wouldn't dare say anything against me at that time, but they think, oh, the nigga that had a stroke, he can't remember nothing, this and that. We're gonna lie on him.
After having Unseen Soldier on my platform, He would also frequent in the old Google Hangout back chats where we would continue debates in the private and have group discussions with other YouTubers who would sit on the panels of my channel and others, and that is how Unseen and myself developed what I believe to be an online friendship over the course of about 3 or more years.
3 or more years, this guy was around in back chats and stuff with me, LeBron, my brother from Florida, Hebrew Perry, what's his name from Texas, D Red, all of these different people. He would sneak back there at times and he would hear stuff. What type of relationship he had with them brothers, I don't know. Because I had different brothers hating on different brothers. Pit Boss would be hating on D Red, and D Red wouldn't give a fuck about Pit Boss and this and that, because everybody had dislikes towards each other.
Unseen Soldier as a panel participant made a name for himself online in large part on my Israel Doctrine platform with his verbal commentary on the conscious community influencers, the likes of Sotnetter, Brother Polite, the Omen Ra Squad, and various other people over the early years of our interactions.
So I made the brother famous because he was hating on the big time participants in the conscious community. And all of them began to learn his name and his likes and dislikes towards them. Like I said, everybody hated on Digital Pit Boss because Digital Pit Boss was out here gang banging and asking niggas what the fuck they want to do. And when he left the platform, everybody seen their position could be taken. They could take their position. And as I said, they wanted to use my platform as a let's fuck the community platform, and I wouldn't let it go.
After a recent altercation I had on my platform with Unseen Soldier, I decided to look back into my channel archives and reload a video I did with him back in 2015 or 2016 titled at Unseen Soldier 2558. Share with us his view on this Oimad fiasco.
So, Mayat fiasco, Dr. Mayat. I can't say her first name. But Dr. Mayat, who is also a federal informant that her and young Pharaoh was getting into it and everything in the Amin Ra Squad, and how they was calling this parole officers and all of this shit. All this stuff was going on when I was out here doing what I was doing. That's why when Sotnetter said the toughest environment, motherfucker, I made the fucking environment tough. I'm the reason it's tough, but you saying I ain't up to whatever you want. But he's not a capitalist. He's a socialist. They get social money together because niggas into illegal shit with each other.
The reason I decided to reload a video I made with Unseen Soldier was to show that his commentary in the earlier days of interaction involved him claiming that various individuals in the conscious community were, from his perspective, are in connection to the Masons, Eastern Stars, Greek fraternities and sororities.
Yeah, HBCUs. They pledge when they go there. They pledge Greek this at the historical black colleges. They don't claim to be African, this, that, and that, and they're not African. They're Greeks. They turn into Greeks. Greeks and Romans and all of this stuff. So Masons, Eastern Stars, Greek fraternities, and sororities surround me all the time. Khalil Money. He in a Greek fraternity with Bill Clinton, who wear women dresses and got pictures of women dressed in your boy's mansion. The one that was trafficking children to that island and effing them and all that stuff. And we know Bill loved them women's. Black women's and white women's, young and old.
Unseen Soldier's commentary in the early days was always centered around the actual downfall of the so-called black community and the so-called white man being able to always manipulate the so-called black man because of their involvement with the secret societies.
But they have got them some in-between people like Khalil Amani. Khalil Amani is in between the white and the black. He ministers between the black people and the white people, or the white people and the black people. He's the in-between. He's a national treasure for real.
Unseen Soldier is our bridge to the topic of the connection to the truckers and federal informants and Masons, Eastern Stars, Greek fraternities and sororities.
Yes, now you see how this stuff coming together. Yes or no? Let's go into deep dive.
Unseen Soldier was an individual who constantly would sit on panels and speak on the Bull and other organizations' involvement with the debauchery going on within the conscious community, and how he was claiming to be a soldier for God, and how he was going at Michael Edwards, the RBG Hebrew, for his support of Sonetter TV and its co-founder brother Polite.
So you see that Unseen Soldier was an individual who continuously would sit on panels speaking on a boule. Why? Because there's a very famous guy from Chicago who spoke on the stuff. Unseen Soldier is from Chicago. He looked up to Black Panthers, who Layla Will's family was Black Panthers, and she deal with that whole organization. Chairman Fred Hampton. He was mad at Michael Evans about speaking on Fred Hampton and all of that. Right? So he had a problem with Michael Evans. But let's read on.
Unseen Soldier would also sit on panels on Digital Pit Boss, the truckers panel, and speak on the conscious community in trying to add his knowledge to the fraternal order of Pan-Africanism that was formed by the Digital Pit Boss and his calculated risk takers.
So Digital Pit Boss dealt with fraternal orders too. Though he was a blood, he dealt with fraternal orders. But these things would have never been revealed if they wouldn't been playing with Khalil Money feeding children his toes and stuff, and nobody wants to speak about that, but they want to speak about me. Well, let's open the door, my niggas.
So here we have yet again another trucker sitting online in the conscious community, and one who sat on my platform and made a name for himself, but then at some point decides that he is going to turn on my platform and start writing interference for Hassan Campbell and now Khalil Amani, and all tied to my movement against Hassan Campbell and Afrika Bambaataa.
My movement is against Hassan Campbell and Afrika Bambaataa. He asked me, so what's your end plans? The same plans I had when I started this shit. Hassan Campbell and Afrika Bambaataa need to be locked up for the death of that boy if that boy is dead. If he ain't dead, then hey, he date raped the boy. He need to be going to jail for that. But the conspiracy to murder is a crime in itself. So whatever the government want to do, they need to go see them bitch ass niggas for what they done in the community.
This episode is about to get deep, people, because Unseen Soldier, the trucker who I just explained, was having a war of words with Michael Edwards, the RBG Hebrew, in the earlier days of my platform, was telling me and others that he actually had a legal case against Michael Edwards and against Boston the Arab.
Oh, you know Unseen had a case against Michael Edwards and Boston the Arab, the one who went and talked about my mother and LaRon G. Conscious and all the rest of them niggas sided with. Let's go back. Thanks for jogging my memory.
Unseen Soldier claimed at the time that Michael Edwards and Bossem both found a way to hack into it or cause disruption to one of his computer devices, and that when that event occurred, he was able to have a counter report done by a policing agency of the government and open an investigation on Michael Edwards.
So give me 1 sec, people. We got to deal with this. We got to deal with this. We got to deal with this. Let me, 1 sec, people. One sec. I got to step away for 1 sec. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I'm back. So I'm going to pick it up at that last paragraph, and we're going to deal with the significance of it.
Unseen Soldier claimed at the time that Michael Edwards and Bossem both found a way to hack into it or cause disruption to one of his computer devices, and that when that event occurred, he was able to have a counter report done by a policing agency of the government and open an investigation on Michael Edwards.
Open an investigation on Michael Edwards. Now, he sat back there in them same Google chats and talked about this. He was a sworn enemy of Michael Edwards. He didn't hack my computers, LaRon. He hacked his computers. All of this stuff, right? All this stuff. Yet I'm the bad guy and everybody want to go after me. Well, Carl said this in the back chat and Carl did this and Carl did that. Because they was there to spy on the one that was trying to liberate the black community. At the time I was saying the Bible is the only tool you need to liberate the black community. And that's all you hear them people over there on House of Conscious Coliseum hating on. They'll never call me out though, because I'm about the liberation of the community. But nobody knows what I ever done, so they don't know what I do. They don't know who I am. Because their job, every panel I go on, the people that come on my panel, they have to lie on me and have to try to destroy who I am as a man. Well, you ain't this and you said the wrong thing and you need to shut your, and this, that, and everything. I don't care. My job is to suffer persecution for being like Christ. So that's my job. And I don't run from it. So persecute me, lie on me like they lie on Christ. But he was buried. He was this and every other lie they done came up with.
Unseen Soldier informed me that the investigation on Michael Edwards turned up Michael's prior criminal record in the state of Louisiana and that his criminal background involved arrest for being caught with prostitution.
Being caught with prostitutes. He was saying Mike was messing with the white girl. This, that, and the other, but
Unseen Soldier was informing me that he was going to have Michael Edwards, boss him, and anyone involved with hacking his computer devices dealt with legally and with law enforcement.
with legal and law enforcement. So is he beyond dealing with the legal law enforcement and all of that? Nah, he not beyond that. Though he a gangbanger from Chicago, Illinois, claiming to be a Hebrew Israelite.
Whatever happened with that criminal investigation Unseen Soldier claimed was opened up for cyber crimes done to him by Michael Edwards? Maybe they came to some kind of settlement in the private, so none of us can know how that turned out. Maybe it was an informant play for counterintelligence or for a Greek frat or maybe a Masonic play. Who knows? Well, regardless, Unseen Soldier is very questionable, and especially when it involves trafficking, at least when it pertains to his claims that Michael Edwards' police record informed him that prostitution was being solicited down in Louisiana at some point.
Now, LeBron G. Camel had the same problems with these two individuals, Michael Edwards and Basim. They hacked his computer also.
Can everybody see the bridge now? Can you see the connection to sex trafficking in these conscious community truckers directly and indirectly? Can you see the Masons, Eastern Stars, Greek fraternities and sororities connection? If you still can't see the connection to the truckers and the Greek frats, insert none other than Khalil Amani, who is a professor for the Alpha Phi Omega Greek fraternity.
Alpha Phi Omega Greek fraternity. People, this stuff get woo. See, you see why I had a stroke? Did the Lord give you a stroke for this and that? He gave me a stroke to wake me up and to separate me away from the people that I was around at the time. I was surrounded by nothing but enemies.
In my dispute with Unseen Soldier the other day on my platform, he was claiming to be almost totally unaware of Khalil Amani, and we all know that Unseen Soldier, who frequents other platforms like Lado Shop Hope, who interviewed Khalil Amani in depth, knows good and well who Khalil Amani is in light of the Hassan Campbell, Afrika Bambataha, Universal Zulu Nation, Nuwapian Nation of Moors.
Nuwapian Nation of Moors. That's why I did this video. Let's see if we can find a video. See, I gave y'all pre-knowledge of all of this stuff. I told y'all I'm being attacked by, let's see what I see. Let's see what I see. Well, yeah, I put the video up, so it's over here on the videos and not the live. Let me show you what I said. I stated this, but y'all may not care anything about it, but you will see how it ties in now. I'm being attacked by Islamic Kemetic Moor Hebrew Israelites. Islamic, that's the Nation of Islam, that's the Moors, and they also claim to be Kemetic, have ties to the Kemetic community. And the Hebrew Israelite community, because Yahweh ben Yahweh comes out of the Nation of Islam. And all of them Kemetic, Moors, Hebrew Israelites, and Islam are spiritual brothers. Abraham children, people. That's why you can hate on Abraham all you want. These are the people. That's the ties. Those are black identity extremist groups. And they're very extreme against Israel doctrine because Israel doctrine is an Israelite Christian, not a Kemetic, not a Moor, not an Islamic person, not none of that. My paradigm trumps all of them. That's why I can't get no debates, because I just destroyed the whole thing about the God of Israel hating Africans. And they like, what the hell? One of the most viewed videos on Sonetta HOK Coliseum thing. Matter of fact, let's just see that. Let's just see that. Because I said it, but you ain't got to believe me. You ain't never got to believe me. All you got to do is come test. And like I said, I give you the opportunity to come over here and verbally test anything you want to test. Any subject that you want to touch. So let me show and prove, because I'm all about showing and proving. And then you'll understand what I mean when they're not capitalists but socialists. Hopefully you would understand that. Let's go to the lives, right? So you see how much my video, my debate, my video, 6,000. Who got it? There go one with Jabari on it. Makes sense, right? More views than me. Everybody love Jabari. Asasu. That's who her son said he was gonna murder. More than Lord Abba and Domo. Judah Nashers and the Christian. It's all these people. Look at him. Nobody got like 5,000 views. Need I say more? The most hated, the most watched, the most everything. But I can't market and promote myself and get a debate for nothing. For nothing, can I? They will make more money dealing with me than anybody else, but let's promote these other people and get these lying ass subjects out here so we can control the community. People hate for me is organic. So why can't we have a debate? Oh, you're not ready. You're not. Nigga, I've been going to war with the whole fucking community, even Sonetta bitch ass for 20 years. What the fuck you mean I ain't ready? I done fucked y'all niggas up in so many ways. If you was a bitch, I done turned you every way but loose. The fuck you talking about?
Kalolamani does not hide that he is a member of the Alpha Phi Omega Greek fraternity, and Unseen was claiming on my platform years back that he had a problem with the Greek frats and Masons and Eastern Stars taking advantage of the so-called black community for the so-called white man.
So he had a problem with that. But now he's in bed with them, showing that he either is a Mason or a Greek fraternity or something that's in bed with the same niggas that he was talking against. No liberation for the black community.
Now recently Unseen decided to make the false claim against me, alleging that some years back I told him personally in the old Google Hangout backchat that when I was over the age of 18 slept with some girl who was 12 years old.
He came on my platform. I said, you a fucking lie. Why would I tell anybody that I committed shit like that when I was going up against Hassan Camel and them having sex with underage people? I had a stroke, but I ain't never lost my mind. I ain't never been fucking crazy.
Unseen has yet to produce the audio of me telling him some story like that, and he has produced no witness that can ever say they heard me tell him a story like that, but the audio that I can produce is of Khalil Amani, Kevin Gills, and Unseen Soldier all calling into the Star Report and telling Troy Star Touraine not to reveal the name of the 2013 victim of Afrika Bambaataa.
Yes, and it's already out there. Let me show you where it's at. Can I please? Yes, indeed. Give me a sec. Um, Crowd Corner. Find a website right quick. I can't do it right now. I have to preset that, and I hadn't preset it, so I don't want to take time dealing with that. Just get back to the note. I deal with it when I bring up the LaRon Camel conversation.
I want to make it very clear for the audience that before me and Unseen Soldier actually began to be at odds or fallout, he was already interfering online with my movement to find out what happened to the boy that was said to have been sexually assaulted and then stabbed Afrika Bambaataa in 2013.
So Unseen Soldier had been out here with Kevin Gills, Khalil Amani, Troy Star Terrain on Troy Star Terrain show that he did that Sunday, talking about should I release the name of the boy? Because Troy Star Terrain, Khalil Amani, her son Camel, Layla Wheels, Africa Bambaataa, maybe even more. See Hammer, all these people know the name of the boy, but they won't tell the community. They won't liberate the boy. Because nobody give a fuck about the Latinos and the Africans.
Unseen went from somewhat of an ally to a neutral person who stopped dealing with my platform sometime around the time that I called the Federal Bureau of Investigation on Hassan Campbell.
You see how he got the fuck away from me when I called the feds? Everybody got the fuck away from me when I called the feds. And then they went amalgamated with Khalil Amani. Everybody got away from me because I called the feds. Now, Khalil went into the feds, told on Yahweh Ben Yahweh, did all this work for the feds for years and shit, and everybody went mess with Khalil Amani because they could get that federal government money fucking with Khalil Amani, not me. Money is the root of all evil.
Maybe Unseen, who expressed recently that he thought I should have left the Hassan Campbell story alone, felt like I was wrong when I called the FBI on Hassan Campbell, but I am going to show how that claim, if so, is highly hypocritical of him to say, and I will explain shortly why that is the case here.
Hypocritical. Once again, you don't fuck with the feds. I call the feds. You run off of me, and then you go run fucking with the feds. Hypocrite bitch ass nigga. Bring your ass back over here on my show, nigga, so we can have it in and we can say these words loud to each other and we can talk about this shit. I'm summoning your bitch ass to another conversation.
Unseen Soldier never once actually stood by the movement I created online to find out what Hassan Campbell and the Zulu Warrior Security did to the young Spanish of Latino teen alleged to have stabbed them was on a major platform with Khalil Amani and both along with Kevin Gills trying to counter the intelligence of my movement.
They've always tried to counter Israel doctrine and intelligence. That's why they stopped saying Israel doctrine and they went to PSE and all this other shit. To the point where they even called the YouTube street queen Gwizzy. They like, nah, we got to play with these motherfuckers' name because that Israel doctrine name is too motherfucking strong.
Which brings us to the climax of this episode, and this climax is better than the one Unseen was chasing in his truck to have with sisters he met on my platform and others.
So, more sexual shit with Unseen Soldier. and the sisters that was on my platform, he tried to whore them out.
The key relationship Unseen Soldier decided he wanted to pursue that I am about to address briefly is the one he was chasing in his truck and interfering with my movement against the traffickers, and that is the relationship he formed with the sister, Tawana Allen.
Tawana Allen.
Tawana Allen is a sister who I met online, the same way I met Unseen Soldier as a person who would frequent my YouTube platform and others and who I became friends with online.
See, at the end of the day, Layla Will's gonna thank all you motherfuckers. Bam gonna thank all you motherfuckers for tying all this shit in to each other. Cause when I go to court, all this shit gotta be dealt with. Keep tying it in. You motherfuckers keep popping up.
Tawana Allen is someone who became very well known in the YouTube streets for her strong stances against molestation and other topics, and Unseen Soldier, who has been known to have also been communicating with the sisters in the back chat, decided he wanted to pursue a relationship with Tawana Allen.
He seen how Tawana Allen was over here and the shit she was saying and all that, how we went in on her son that time. He pursued her, trying to counter my intelligence again.
I have absolutely no problem with what two grown people decide they want to do in forming relationships online, but here is where I have a problem with Unseen and his relationship with Tawana Allen.
Woo! Taking my energy, boy.
Tawana Allen joined my movement to find out what happened to the 2013 victim of Afrika Bambatawa, and she joined my movement after she had fell out with Hassan Campbell on YouTube.
Fell out with her son, came over here and was like, I was fucking with that nigga, her son, and I told you I ain't gonna stop fucking with that nigga and all of that. So she came over and she collaborated with me. Unseen Soldier said, oh, I'm finna get this motherfucker. I gotta hold her out. I gotta treat her like she a bitch. And when I destroy her and everything, Kyle ain't gonna wanna have nothing to do with her. That's a friend or nothing.
Tawana Allen, who frequented my chats and did a few panel videos with me, was also placed inside of paperwork for a strategic lawsuit against public participation filed against me by Layla in the Cook County Court in Chicago, Illinois.
Yeah. So Tawana Allen, I don't know exactly if she had a part in all this counterintelligence stuff, but she's one of the main reasons Layla Wills put that lawsuit against me. Layla Wills wanted her ass more than my ass. Layla Wills couldn't find her though. She found me because when I called the feds, I gave the feds my address. But I wasn't running from shit anyway.
Tawana Allen at that time was someone who I never met in person outside of YouTube, and here she was being placed inside of the actual paperwork Layla Wills filed falsely against me.
And it showed y'all that paperwork. She named Dollar Skills. She named Tawana Allen. She named the brother from Louisiana. All this shit. Because they got to count on my intelligence.
I would later find out that Unseen Soldier and Tawana Allen were in a real-life relationship outside of the YouTube streets.
Motherfuckers fucking outside of YouTube shit. I don't know what's going on. But then they started attacking me and wanted me to attack Ron Savage.
The way Unseen Soldier and Tawana Allen relationship was exposed was in the fallout between the two, and it spilled all into these YouTube streets, and even to the tune of me having my name in the middle because of the movement I started and how Unseen Soldier was attempting to have me attack Ronald Savage.
So Unseen Soldier was trying to get me to attack the son Campbell. I'm like, if you want to attack him, Natasha Pope and all these, if y'all want to attack Ron, go attack the motherfucker. I'm not attacking him. Now, if he say some shit I don't like, or he talk some shit about me, just like y'all, I get in this motherfucking ass. But hey, it is what it is.
Unseen Soldier was very well aware of the strategic lawsuit placed on me by Layla Wills and how Layla Wills also included the One Allen name in that case because the One Allen informed us all that she was being stalked at her job by Layla Wills, who called her employer at Jack in the Box restaurant in her home state of Texas.
3 Jack in the Box. She was looking for that goddamn girl. She like, I'm gonna get this bitch. All this surrounding me, people, Israel Doctrine, the strongest force on YouTube.
Unseen Soldier the trucker was driving up and down the U.S. highways looking for sex from women he was meeting online in the back chats, and the One Allen was one that he made the mistake of interfering with my movement and acting like nobody would see the conflict of interest, or him acting like he is an innocent party that was not running direct interference for Hassan Campbell and later on for Khalil Amani.
Because the Zulu Nation up in Chicago too. The Zulu Nation is on 6 or 7 of the continents of the world. And they all up and down the American highways, just like these truckers, doing shit that they ain't got no business doing.
I at no point was mad at Unseen Soldier over his actually dating the sister, but I sure was onto his games when he was trying to pit the sister against me after he must have gotten in a deeper relationship, and that includes his attempts to steer my movement with her and trying to have me attacking Ronald Savage at that time.
So I could drive Ron Savage crazy because he over there calling suicide hotlines and the lady and all this shit. What the fuck wrong with this dude? They drove this motherfucker crazy. But they wanted me to drive him crazy because I told them, fuck them. Y'all can't tell me what to do and who to attack and when to attack because I'm not out there in the finisher of my actions. I have to speak for my actions. I can't speak for no bitch ass nigga action.
Ronald Savage was a part of my movement at that time, and the fact that Hassan Campbell was the one claiming he was given a photo to kill the victim of Afrika Bambatawa was my main focus, but it seemed that Unseen was interfering by trying to question me by Fiona Allen on why I will not go at Ronald Savage.
Why you won't go at it? Because I do what the fuck I want to do. My mother and father is dead and they couldn't tell me what the fuck to do.
Unseen Soldier was also taking the sisters' naked photos that were claimed to be shared in the private of Fiona Allen and posting them with a meme covering her private parts.
Yeah, she was naked from belt line all the way down to her feet. She wasn't wearing no fucking socks, nothing. They hid her private parts and he was putting the pictures out there. Guess he was like, fuck her, I'm finna store her bitch ass down.
Unseen made numerous videos attacking the sister over their failed relationship, and that in itself is grounds to disqualify his entire premise and claims against me.
Entire premise and claims against me. Well, Carl said this and Carl said that. Bitch, prove that Carl said this and Carl said that. I'm requiring you to bring your fucking evidence out ASAP, right now, before the day over with. Drop your video, your audio of you recording back chats and everything and me singing shit.
Unseen Soldier is a traitor in these YouTube streets that started attacking my movement before I even knew he was in a relationship with the sister Fiona Allen, and after I found out about them, and that was directly with him somehow being able to get through on the Star Report telephone line.
So, like I say, taking my this shit, taking my energy. Y'all hear me yelling and stuff, right? So, Unseen was on the Star Report with Khalil Money and Kevin Gills and Troy Star Terrain saying, don't put that boy name out there. He was interfering. And while all this shit was going on, then it came out that him and Tawana Allen was going together because they was trying to force me to go at Ronald Savage. Latasha Pope and her little network and all them motherfuckers over there on that what's the dude that had the bell and shit? Ding, ding, ding from Game of Thrones and shit. That dude, all the motherfuckers was coming at me.
I want the audience to ask him after watching this and then challenge Unseen Soldier to make a video and show at what point he actually thought it was cool to go interfering with my movement. Ask him why was he doing his counterintelligence work with and for people who were openly attacking me and Thuan Allen.
Y'all ask him that the next time he's on a show lying about what I said.
My answer to all of those questions is that I see Unseen Soldier as a conscious community trucker, most definitely sex trafficking on the highways at literal truck stops. He makes to meet women he entertains online, but also that he stood right by Khalil Imami and ran interference for Afrika Bambaataa and Hassan Campbell, and all parties tied to standing against my movement that I started to deal directly with the sex trafficking of the children associated with the Universal Zulu Nation.
And that's what it's all about. Because I'm the only one to stand. Since I'm the only one to stand, I'm the only one being attacked. The only one need to be attacked is the only one that would stand.
Unseen Soldier's not so humble beginnings on my platform, where he came to expose so-called the Masons, Eastern Stars, Greek fraternities and sororities in the conscious community from his truck concludes with him aligning right with those individuals, and the habitual line crossing and potential for illegal trafficking is on the table, with counterintelligence running interference online to protect Hassan Campbell and all his affiliates, including Khalil Imami, Layla Wills, Hassan Campbell, and Troy Star Torrain.
We ain't gonna even ask if Unseen Soldier, which he what, from the Robert Taylor home, where's Layla Wills from? She from them Illinois projects too. Probably the Robert Taylor homes too. No, I think she from Ida B. Wells. But are the two any related? Layla Wills and Unseen Soldier, because we don't know Unseen Soldier real name. He might be a Wales too. Clifford Wales or something. I'm just coming up with a name. I don't know their relationship. But like I said, he didn't like the fact that Chairman Fred Hampton was being talked about by Michael Edwards, and he was threatening to do something about that. And Michael Edwards went in his computer, saying that he did with his son Campbell, far as I know.
What are the odds that Unseen Soldier is actually either a Mason or in a Greek frat or even a confidential human source?
Now, I keep saying that, but what are the chances that he is family members with the Wales? Wills. W-I-L-L, Eels. Wheels, or however you say her name. Because she done tried to get people from 63rd and from all of that, from, yeah, they killed me too.
What are the odds that Unseen is none of the above? Unseen Soldier thinking that he could counter my intelligence and align with those groups, or using the commentary to lure women in who participate on platforms into back chats so he can sex traffic in different states is an abomination to what the Bible says about what he should not be doing with the daughters of Israel or anyone's daughter.
With the daughters of Israel, but they're the daughters of Hebrew Israelites. He can run dick all in them hoes. I said I ain't had sex in 20-some years. Folks gonna laugh at me, but hey, I ain't treating the daughters of Israel like they hoes.
Either way, Unseen Soldier is a conscious community trucker, and yes, he is into covering up for traffickers, and he very well may be doing some of his own illegal trafficking. In closing, I am now preparing episode 4 to address the conscious community trucker LaRon G. Consciousness.
LaRon G. Conscious was one of my so-called closest friends, been to my house, but his mouth has been on me too to dirty my name up in the conscious community and cause the community to hate me. So I have to take some time and write that. But observe the suggestions, please.
Hit the like, share the video, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get a notification when we get ready for episode 4.
So that's it, people. I can't write, I can't read, I can't do nothing, but I did just present you some information. Did I read the information? No, the computer read the information. Did I write the information? Yes, I did. But hey, it is what it is. I told y'all it takes time to do those type of things. I don't have the skill level to really do it, but I have the intellectual level to do it. This can easily be put into a little quick book that I can sell for $1 and stuff on my online store. Watch, I'm gonna put it all together. It's already written. I'm gonna put it all together and I'm gonna put it out there because I'm gonna tell my story. I ain't no lying ass son camera gonna tell y'all I'm gonna write a book and all of that stuff. I told y'all about the Bible book and everything that I was gonna write and stuff. I didn't weigh the cost. Too much in it. But I can easily do it now because I weighed the cost after I got involved in it and found out how much it costs to do what it takes for us, the mental capacity and everything else. So prepare for this conversation. And I'm out. Remember the suggestions to hit the like, subscribe, and do all those things. Thank y'all for listening. Have a nice day. Peace. I'm out.